So today we're going to be learning about back rank mate, and you probably have heard of this before. So last week we looked at Anastasia's mate, and if you don't know what that is, you can check out that video, which was last week's video. And it's white to play, and white can do Anastasia's mate. So the answer to last week's puzzle was rook to h1, checkmate. The knight covers g8 and g6, so the king can't move there or there. And the rook covers h6, so the king can't go there. The king can't go to g7 or h8 because both of the squares are occupied by black pieces. And the king is in check thanks to the h1 rook. There is nothing to block the check or capture the rook, so this is officially checkmate. The back rank checkmate is when the king is on the edge or corner and there are its pieces occupying the squares in front. Sometimes, though, they can be controlled by pieces on the side of the checkmating piece, which can be either a rook or a queen, although it's more commonly a rook. The back rank mate is one of the most known checkmating patterns, and almost every chess player has used it. This definition can be confusing, so it is a good idea to see the example and then come back to this definition. So here's the example. As you can see, the black king can't move to f7, g7, or h7 because these are occupied by black pawns, and the black king can't move on top of the black pawn. The king is in check thanks to the d8 rook, and the d8 rook controls f8 and h8. There is nothing that can block the check or capture the rook, so this is checkmate, and this is what a back rank looks like. If the king was on h8, this would still be a back rank mate, and so this is checkmate, and this is an example of back rank mate. So now black can do back rank mate on white, and you have 30 seconds to find out how. You can pause the video if you need more time, but your time starts now. Time is up. The correct move is rook to a1 checkmate. The king is in check thanks to the a1 rook. The king can't move to the d2, c2, or b2 because they're all occupied by white pawns. And the king can't move to d1 or b1 because the rook controls both those squares. There's nothing to block the check or capture the rook, so this is an example of back rank mate. This time, it is white's turn to give a checkmate to black, and this checkmate happens to be a back rank checkmate. You have 30 seconds to solve this puzzle. If you need more time, you can always pause the video, but your time starts now. Time is up. The correct move is rook to b8, checkmate. This is a back rank mate because the king is in check thanks to the rook, and the king can't move to f8 or h8 because the rook is occupying both those squares. The king can't move to f7, g7, or h7 because they are all occupied by the black pawn, and the black king cannot move on top of the black pawn. So, this is a back rank mate because nothing else can block or capture the rook. So, this is checkmate and a back rank mate. So, let's move on to the next puzzle where white can give a back rank mate to black. And it's also your turn. So, here's the puzzle that I'd like you to solve before next week. And the answer will be in next week's video, as always. Black can give a back rank mate to white. And just a little hint, remember that a square can be controlled by a white piece, and it doesn't have to be a black piece. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any feedback, you can post it in the comments or the form in the description of all videos. The form is completely anonymous, so I won't know who filled it out. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this one, because it takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. You can visit the chess playlist to see all the chess videos. Thanks to R Meows for commenting once again. A really big thanks to her, and a really big thanks to you for watching so long all this video, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.